Well, 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 guys. Guess who called the main event to perfection? This guy. Right. What a fucking card. That was ridiculous. That is what 307 should have been. All right, that was insane. This is my instant reaction recap of the main card. I'm going to start with the opener, finishing at the main event, and stay till the end because I'm going to be putting in my reactions to the three finishes that happened on the main card, and I go fucking nuts, bro. I go insane. So, make sure you stay to the end for that. But we're going to kick straight off with the best knockout I have ever seen in my entire life. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? This dude right here. This dude. The best knockout I have seen ever. This was fucking unreal. I don't care about the rest of the fight. I'm not even going to dive into the rest of the fight because it's completely pointless. Because what Shara Bullet did, and I said in my predictions, I thought it was going to be Shara Bullet's win. I thought it was going to go to a decision though, and I said I don't understand the hype around this dude. Now I do. This dude hit. In fact, let me open a new tab and show you real quick what this guy fucking did. Where do I get to here? Saved. Look at this. Look what he did to Armen Petrosyan. What is that? A double spinning back fist. Look at that. Hits him with the left. No, hits him with the right, sorry. Comes back around with the left and fucking flattens the guy. What is that? What is that? Who does that? That is the most ridiculous knockout I have ever seen a UFC fighter pull off in my entire life. In my entire life. The rest of the fight, I'll briefly go over it. I mean, quite back and forth. Armen Petrosyan did pretty fucking well against Shara. We thought he would. It's a step up in competition, but it doesn't matter. That knockout overshadows everything that happened in that fight. Crazy. Like, just look at it on the screen, bro. This is ridiculous. Bang, boom. A fucking spinning back fist rewind, mate. Like, oh, let's see. Let's rewind it. Bang. Nuts, bro. To start off the main card as well, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of just blabbing at this point because this knockout was absolutely ridiculous. But man, this was just craziness. Absolute craziness by Shara Bullet. And I think he's a trash human being. He's an awful, awful person. But he's a fun fighter. So, I kind of understand the John Jones. Nah, this dude's just a bit of a scumbag. Because he knocked out that guy in the mall, didn't he? He's just a fucking idiot for doing that. But this is the craziest knockout. I'm just going to keep it on the screen as I'm talking. Craziest knockout I have ever seen. It's my new favourite knockout. My old favourite knockout was Yuri Prohaska's against Dominic Reyes. This takes the cake. This is going to go fucking viral. It already has. This is going to make Shara Bullet a fucking star. And I am really gutted that he's not allowed to fight in the US because of his eye. If he was allowed to fight in the US, he might be more active. He's probably not going to be because he's Russian. But oh, bro, he can only fight in Abu Dhabi and Saudi, so I guess we're only going to see him once or twice a year, maybe. Once at the very least, but like, you know, if he keeps doing shit like this, it's going to be worth the wait. So yeah, Shara Bullet gets it done. I predicted by decision, because most of his fights in the UFC, I know there's only been 3, but they have gone to a decision, and I didn't really get the hype around him. I thought he was okay, but this is just fucking mental. Insane. Craziest knockout I have seen in my entire life. Shara Bullet. A fucking new star. Now we move on to Lerone Murphy versus Dan Ige. Now, This was a close fight. This was a very close fight. I had it scored for Lerone Murphy. I mean, maybe it's because I picked him in my predictions and I wanted him to win. But I had Dan Ige winning round 1. Dan Ige pressured him, knocked him down, nearly knocked him out. But Lerone Murphy recovered, scrambled, did pretty well. I mean, Dan Ige also got a takedown in round 1. Dan Ige dominated him in round 1. Let's be honest. Dan Ige won round 1. Almost got him out of there. I was like, shit. Dan Ige is the BMF of featherweights. He is the BMF. Get him in the BMF tournament. You get him to move up a weight class. Put him in that fucking tournament. Dude's a BMF. All right. I really like Dan Ige. I was a fan of him after the Lopez fight. I'm still a fan of him now because this fight was very, very close. People saying robbery. I don't think so. I think when a close fight happens, and move that across a little bit, and maybe the fan favorite. I would imagine people were rooting for Dan Ige based off of his last performance, which is fair enough. But when people get a close fight, doesn't go the way they want, they go robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. It was a very close fight. I think Lerone Murphy won rounds 2 and 3. Round 2 was a bit more back and forth. I think round 3 was still back and forth, but I think he got the dub, to be honest. I don't think it was a robbery. It was very close, though. Great fight. Dan Ige, absolute savage, mate. Absolute animal. Really, really good fight. It was solid. But I predicted Lerone Murphy by decision, and that's what happened. I did pretty well on this card, I did pretty well. I predicted a lot of stuff. The only thing I didn't predict was like I say, I predicted Shara Bullet by decision, but he got it by a knockout, by the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But we move on. I don't want to really harp on with this one too much because I'm going to harp on about the co-main and the main event a lot, and I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so I want to swiftly move on. Decent fight, he called out Josh Emmett. Thing is, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he called out Josh Emmett. Yes, he did. Called out Josh Emmett for a fight. I think if you're getting landed on by Dan Ige, who, don't get me wrong, he's got power in those hands. Not as powerful as Josh Emmett, though. If you're getting dropped and caught by Dan Ige, Josh Emmett's putting your lights out, bro. If that fight happens, I will be picking Josh Emmett by knockout. Call me a casual, but after what he did to Bryce, that shit was scary. And if you're getting landed on by Dan Ige, who is not as high level as Josh Emmett, I mean, MMA math doesn't always add up. Styles make fights, I get that. But I think if Dan Ige is going to land on you, Josh Emmett will, and he's going to put your lights out. Just what I think. Moving up the card. Ankalaev versus Rakic. Now, I do not want to hear anybody talking about Alex Pereira's running from Rakic. I mean, from Ankalaev. After watching this fight, I am not worried at all for Alex Pereira. Not in the slightest. This fight was probably the worst fight on the main card. I wasn't entertained that much. I mean, there were some decent exchanges from time to time, Rakic was liking those. I forgot to say, Lerone Murphy did some really nice spinning back kicks, which I liked. Rakic, working the kicks to the legs, working it up top as well. He did really well. It was pretty back and forth, to be honest. I gave Rakic round 1 and Ankalaev the next 2, but with that performance, mate, because Dana said you need to have a good performance to get a title shot, which I think is bollocks, but I think he deserves a title shot. He's been number 1 contender for a while, and he's not lost in a very, very long time. He deserves the title shot. Because who else is he going to fight? Like, Jamal Hill, Yuri Prohaska. Like, just give him a fucking title shot, bro. Because this dude is not beating Pereira. Now, he didn't try to wrestle Rakic. The commentators seem to think that he was trying to prove a point. Point not proven. Because if you are trying to prove that you can strike with Alex Pereira, you want to be getting rid of Rakic. And he didn't. Which I'm not saying like, oh, you shit because you didn't get rid of Rakic. What I'm saying is, if you're trying to put in people's minds that you can outstrike and knock out Alex Pereira, you need to be outstriking and knocking out Aleksandar Rakic, and you didn't. Okay, this was pretty boring. I wasn't entertained. You know, I think if Ankalaev actually went in and used some of his wrestling, at one point Rakic tried to shoot, didn't work. Obviously. I think if Ankalaev went in there and tried to use a bit of wrestling, he would have he would have got him out of there. And he would have definitely secured himself a title shot. I'd be surprised if Dana gives him... He should, because of, you know, his wins, and he's a number one contender for one thing. But, you know, Dana said to him, bro, you need to go out there and have a good performance, make it impressive, or else you're not getting one. And I don't think Dana's going to be that impressed with that, to be honest. I'll move myself across so I can see some of the comments. Let's see what he's saying. Oh, fuck off. Pereira will take his head off with that performance. Bro doesn't deserve a title shot after that. He thinks he can KO Poaton, that kind of performance. Rakic won. Both are not checking kicks. He wants to fight Poaton. Alex will do nasty things to Ank. He's at the same level. I mean... what I was saying, bro. I don't think Ankalaev poses no danger, especially if he's planning to strike with Alex Pereira. I don't know why people keep doing this, where they're like, "I'm gonna strike with Alex Pereira." Stop. Wrestle him. Wrestle him. That's his weak point. He's the best striker in the light heavyweight division. He's probably one of the best strikers in the UFC. He is one of the best strikers in the UFC. Stop trying to prove a point and just, like, people would be more impressed if you actually went and wrestled him and won. Like, if you actually beat him, that's more impressive than, well, I tried my best to strike. Yeah, not impressed, to be honest. Pretty boring fight. The only boring fight on the main card. But yeah, he got it done. Like I said he would. I picked Ankalaev by decision. I don't think it was a robbery. It was a close fight. But again, that's what I picked, and that's basically what happened. Now, this, honestly, guys, seriously stick until the end. I'm not trying to get you to watch it. I mean, if you want to skip to the end, do that instead, because my reaction to this is nuts. Khamzat Chimaev beats DDP. Khamzat Chimaev beats Sean Strickland. He beats Adesanya. He beats everyone at middleweight. That's all there is to it. He beats everyone at middleweight. Who has ever done that to Robert Whittaker? Now, my prediction of this was completely way off, but to be fair, it kind of wasn't, because what I said was, I mean, I went with Robert Whittaker. I'm not going to try and backtrack and say, well, actually, but kind of actually. I said Khamzat wins this fight in the first round. If it goes past the first round, it's Robert Whittaker's fight. And what happened? He wins in the first round. You know? Just took him down right from the start, didn't let him get up, controlled the whole thing, and dislocated his jaw by cranking it. That sounds fucking gay, but he cranked that shit and he dislocated his jaw. That is... I don't even know... I don't have any... Blah, blah, blah. I was speechless. I didn't know what to do. I picked Robert Whittaker because I initially thought this fight was 3 rounds. So I picked Robert Whittaker by just 29-28 in him. But then I thought, you know what? It's 5 rounds. I think Robert Whittaker's going to survive the first because it's Robert Whittaker, and he's going to just piece him up for the rest of it and get him out there in round 4. That's what I thought. But Khamzat had different plans. I just thought Khamzat struggled to make weight. He didn't look like he wanted to be there. Khamzat Chimaev, humble Chimaev, I thought, he's lost his edge. Boy, was I wrong, and so was a lot of people, okay? I just thought this guy is just... He didn't look great against Usman. He didn't look great against Gilbert Burns. They were really close fights. Should have lost those fights. But clearly, middleweight is his weight. He was obviously, quite clearly, trying to kill himself, trying to get down to welterweight. And that's why the performance... But saying that, the performance against Usman was at middleweight, so ignore what I've just said. basically, I just looked at the performance against Usman, one of the greatest welterweights of all time, and I thought, that was short notice Usman going up a weight class. This guy's fighting Robert Whittaker, who's consistently been on top for a very, very long time in middleweight. That's been like his weight class, bro. He is the Reaper. Okay. So I thought, nah, Khamzat's not getting this, bro. I think he's not taking it seriously. He's had too many illnesses, too many problems. He still struggled to make weight at middleweight. Whether he made weight or not, we don't know. But he went out there, took him down straight away, and just didn't let him get up. Held him down. Did some knees to the thigh. A bit of tippy-tappy ground and pound, and then cranked his jaw and dislocated it. He said he felt it crack when he was doing it. I've got nothing to say about this apart from this guy beats... This guy is going to be welterweight champion. This guy mauls Strickland, okay? He just goes in, takes him down, mauls him. He beats DDP. And let me tell you something right now. Why in the fuck is Strickland getting the next title shot after his performance against Costa, which was boring? Cancel that and give Khamzat the next title shot, because he beat Robert Whittaker, ranked number, what was he? Ranked number 3? Ranked number 3. He beat Robert Whittaker like no one's beaten Robert Whittaker. No one does that to Robert Whittaker. Khamzat went out there and fucking dominated Robert Whittaker. Took him down, didn't let him get back up. Domination, dislocated his fucking jaw. Ranked number 3 guy in middleweight. Give Khamzat the next title shot. There's nothing else to it. That overrides Sean Strickland's pitter-patter, his pitter-patter jab 1-2 teep kick win over Costa. That boring fucking fight that got him a title shot. Really? No. Sack that shit off. Khamzat for the title. He beats DDP and he keeps the title for a long time. And I know I look like I'm backtracking, alright? But I didn't expect this to happen. I thought Robert Whittaker was going to piece him up. I thought Khamzat was going to win round 1, which he did. But then I thought Rob's going to survive it. I thought Khamzat was just going to control him for round 1. Rob's going to survive. He's going to fight the hands. He's going to sprawl. He's going to do whatever he can. And then he's going to piece him up for the next 2 because Khamzat will get tired. And obviously, did not expect that. That was ridiculous. Let's see what people are saying, though, because I bet people are just as in shock as I am. Round 1 submission. He might be the new humble Chimaev, but his performance was fire. Khamzat wins button. Oh, wait. No, that's... I need to go on this one. There's me. Khamzat is the next middleweight champ. Khamzat Chimaev. Why 5 rounds when Khamzat can do it in 1? Khamzat on top of the world. Gives him a title fight. Yep. He did that to the Reaper. Khamzat's on a level. Gave him a title shot. Khamzat owned him bad. Khamzat just casually dislocates Whittaker's jaw in round 1. Yeah, the hype train's back. The hype is real. Give him Drickus. Everyone thought he would lose. It's all crickets now. He isn't crickets, bro. We're just giving him his props, Hype for the Chimaev title fight in 2027. He's probably going to get ill again, isn't he? Let's be honest. Broke his jaw. Minute silence for those who thought Reaper would dominate him. Yeah, that's me, bro. Minute silence for me, please. Things Khamzat would do to Khamzat. The things Khamzat would do to Strickland, just book him and Duplessis. Bad immune system, won over bad jaw. I mean... Insanity, bro. No, I did not see that shit coming at all. I don't think anyone did. Again, my reaction to this is insane. I go fucking mental. So stay tuned for it at the end. I'm going to put like I say, all 3 reactions to the stoppages at the end of the video. I'm going to start doing that, I think. Because I think it'd be quite interesting. Right. Now, I just want to say one thing. I told all of you exactly how this fight was going to go down. Let me get up. All right. In fact, let's do it like this. Look at this, guys, right? So let's just go to me TikTok a second. Let me just go to the TikTok. Okay, where's my profile? Where's my profile at? Where's my profile? I'm going to do a video reacting to this dude, to this comment. Here we go. Where are we at? Full card main reactions.
Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. Now I'm just going to get it out the...
Ooh, look at this dude. Outrageous take. Bro said round 4 as well. Maybe, maybe not. We'll come back to this next week. You're right. I was wrong. It was round 3 instead. I am so proud of myself. I am seriously, this fight went exactly how I said it would in my video that went up earlier on today. I'll just go over it for those that didn't watch it, but if you want to go and watch it, just to know I'm not talking out my ass, this is exactly what I said word for word, okay? I said round 1 is going to be a feeling out process with Max winning the first round. What happened? It was a feeling out process, all right? They were trying to figure each other out. Max landed more strikes. Max won round 1, in my opinion, all right? Round 2 came around, and what I said was, it's going to be more back and forth is this round, and I'm going to edge it to Topuria. That's exactly what happened. Then round 3 came along, and again, it went nearly exactly how I said. I said that Topuria was going to enter a bit of a flow state and start finding the target on Max's chin. And I said Topuria was going to rock Max in round 3, ready for round 4. Topuria did rock Max, but I didn't realize he was going to knock him out there and then. I also said it wouldn't be a flush knockout. It'd be TKO ground and pound, and the referee would jump in and it'd be a TKO. Exactly what I said. And people have been calling me crazy. All right. Some of my friends have been like, nah. Holloway by decision. Holloway by KO. Blah, 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 blah. All I can say to that is, I'm the fucking genius, mate. I'm the genius. You all know nothing. I'm the fucking man. I am saying that, Jazz, because I am the man. I called this to a T, and I have people on TikTok saying, "Nah, mate, Holloway's getting it done." Like that video said, outrageous take. Bro said round 4. I'm like, well, yeah, well, I was wrong, because it happened in round 3 instead. Insanity. Topuria is just him. He smoked Max Holloway. Like I said Ilia Topuria is going to be... Good night. Ilia Topuria is going to be the first guy... What? Okay. Ilia Topuria is going to be the first guy to knock Max Holloway out by a TKO. And what happened? And not only did it happen, because you're probably thinking, well, anyone could say that. I predicted it round by round, exactly what happened. And that's exactly what happened round by round. Oh, I'm so clever. Anyone could have said Ilia Topuria by KO and leave it. I did a round by round breakdown and I got it right. Exactly how it went. Right. Now, I'm going to stop tooting my own horn. The fight was fucking crazy. My heart was pounding out my chest. I was so nervous. Okay. It was a great fight. High level striking, good back and forth. Ilia was constantly moving his head, rolling shots, slipping shots. Max was throwing kicks, just throwing it, like mixing it up. It was great. Topuria good on the low kicks. But kind of was headhunting a little bit at the start until he decided to start, going to the body a bit more, which was obviously a good choice. But that's part of what I said in round 1, just the feeling out process in round 1. Headhunting a little bit. Went back after round 1, was like, I could probably go to the body here, and then that's what he started doing. So crazy pay-per-view. It was a fucking insane main card, and you know what? I caught the light heavyweight fight on the prelims. I think it was the prelim main event. That was insanity too. First round KO. That guy That Turkish dude. Oh, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. But yeah, let's see what people are saying, because I'll be very curious to see what all the Max fanboys are gonna do it. The fact Ilia told us he was gonna be the first to KO Max, he went out and did it, bro. Biggest star since McGregor. That's what I said. UFC, if you're is a nightmare for typical UFC fans. Yeah, well, typical, but you know, he's actually him. Yep. Damn it, this man stays ruining my days between Volk and now Max. Congrats on the champ. No, where are all the Max riders at? Ilia is different. Ruin my whole day. I'm going to go out to slow gravitation. He avenged Madrid tonight. Don't watch footy. He might become the featherweight GOAT, maybe. People really thinking Max was going to beat Ilia. Ha 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 ha. There's a fourth. Yeah, well, I mean, people are upset, bro. But you know what? I'm not upset. I like Ilia. Ilia is the guy. And I'm not just saying that I like him because I predicted him to win, and he did, and he made me look really clever and smart, like a genius. But I actually like him. I like his personality. You know, he's playing the heel, but he's respectful, because he was being very respectful in the post-fight interview. You know, giving Max his props, giving Volk his props. But on the build-up, you know, he's a bit of a mischievous heel, and I like that. I like that interesting character because, I mean, if you look at the champs right now, who's playing the heel? They're all kind of like, you know, I mean, apart from DDP, but he's making people cry, which is pretty funny. But, you know, you're Alex. Let's be honest, guys. Alex doesn't say an awful lot. Tom Aspinall's the humble guy. Bilal's cringe. All right, Marab is he just yaps about nothing because he's fucking brain dead. Are you coming up, Oscar? Up here, then. You've got fucking Islam, who again doesn't really trash talk an awful lot. Pretty boring on the mic. Pantoja, boring on the mic. We've been needing a solid heel, a solid guy on the mic, a personality, and this is him, bro. And not only is he a good heel, he backs it up in the cage every single time. I think what's next for Ilia Topuria? I think it's Lopez when he beats Volk. And I think once Ilia beats Lopez, it's the Makhachev super fight. And I don't think he wins that fight against Makhachev, but I think that should be the next steps for Ilia Topuria. Now, I'm going to end it there. Stay tuned in a second for my reactions to the 3 stoppages, to the 3 finishes, okay? Because I go fucking nuts. And until next time, I'll see you in a bit.
Nice. Oh, what's he want?
What? Oh! What a knockout! Oh! Oh my God!
I've got Bobby Knuckles.
Oh no! What? What? Rob! No way!
That's really impressive. But he did. But yeah, but he didn't even have it like. Oh, maybe he like broke his jaw. Maybe like dislocated his jaw or something. That's a fucking good win. That's a really, really good win for Khamzat. Like that is Rob's. I don't know what to say, bro. That is ridiculous. I mean, oh my God, he's going for that kick. He's trying to he's trying to break his leg, bro. That's a nasty kick.
Oh, this is what I said! He's going to rock him in round 3! That's what I said, bro! I said this! Oh, what did I say? The first person to knock him out! What did I say? Yes! Yes! What did I say? What did I say? What did I say, bro?
What did I say, bro? What did I say? I said, no, sorry. To be fair, I was wrong. I said round 4. He got it done in round 3, so I was wrong as well. So it's